Many of the Marikana widows aren't happy that the memorial erected by Sibanye is far from the koppie. It's about a 5-kilometer drive from the area where the striking miners were gunned down. The families also claimed they weren't involved in that process. Themba Nkosi is speaking on behalf of Sibanye. He joins me now. Themba, good evening. What was the rationale and the thinking of Sibanye in not putting this monument in Marikana at the koppie?
Good evening, and thanks for the opportunity. I think I just need to set the context straight. Firstly, when we got to Marikana, we had various stakeholder consultations. And of the essence was the cry of the widows around three things. And they essentially were the issue around social, administrative, and criminal justice, the issue around the housing program, and the whole issue around 1608 beneficiaries, which are the trust that was set up for the benefit of the children that were still going. And the last one was a recognition of all widows. I mean, you recall that the narrative around Marikana is always centered around 34 widows. We understand, or rather, we understood that there were 44 widows. We engaged with all the widows at the time, and we listened to their input, which included that. And of the essence around recognition was some remembrance wall, which would actually be built in honor of the lives of the lost colleagues. Now, you recall that the koppie is actually not our property. It's a property outside of our operations, as you correctly called it. It's 5 kilometers out. We've also engaged with AMCU around this issue extensively, actually. And there was a program in place that was agreed around creating a memorial around the koppie, as well as some park and other amenities. And we've explained to AMCU that in as much as we want to do that, we are signed up to that, but the koppie is not our land. There's all sorts of land claims around the koppie, and up until that is sorted, the memorial that they seek to do, we will do, and as a company, we will assist in doing that and we remain committed. However, as per standard practice, if we lose colleagues, we erect a wall of remembrance. So what we have erected is a wall of remembrance, which according to the company responds to the request of all the widows. So it's taken us by surprise that the widows said they were not involved. Now, you would acknowledge that there's COVID. So upon doing this, we've sent the letters to all the widows requesting their participation, and we've acknowledged that the widows that are not around Marikana wouldn't be able to participate in the word of remembrance. And we made an undertaking that when the time permits for them to travel, we'll make arrangements for them to come and lay a wreath and a candle in respect of their loved ones. So at the event that we had yesterday, we actually had widows that participated, and we understood that the widows that are actually not around Marikana are around 20. So clearly there's been some widows that didn't participate, and we do not know why they did not.
Why has it taken so long for Sibanye to deliver on the housing project?
So long is all relative. I mean, Sibanye only owned Lonmin from June last year. And our program has included all sorts of consultations with the families. We've had consultations with
But it's 8 years on. It's 8 years on. So what do you mean when you say it's relative?
Well, remember, Sibanye only took ownership of Lonmin last year in June. So all I'm talking about is the time that Sibanye has actually owned the Marikana assets, which is about 12, 13 months. And with that 13 months, you can discount for COVID, which is about 5 months or 4 months when we couldn't be traveling. So in fact, in a period of 7 months, we have actually delivered 6 houses. We understand that there's a balance of houses, which is about 13 houses, and we've engaged with all the families that are supposed to be beneficiaries. We remain committed to delivering those houses. And now that we are allowed to travel and the lockdown regulations has been reduced to level 2, we are sure that we'll be making all those travels, save for international travel, because we still have some other people in neighboring countries, like Lesotho and Mozambique, that we need to do. But for the Eastern Cape, we'll certainly deliver those houses. And I would invite you when we launch those houses by December 2020.
So it sounds to me that in many ways you're number one seeking to distance yourself from the promises that may have been made under Lonmin that haven't yet been delivered on. But you're also seeking to create a picture that says that what Sibanye will deliver to the people of Marikana now will be different. It will have a different approach to perhaps what was there before.
It is untrue that we're distancing ourselves. I think I've given you 4 areas, and if you listened very well to the speakers, including the speakers that spoke at the AMCU Memorial Lecture, I think Mr. Nchabeleng spoke about justice for all the widows. We are aligned with that, and we've actually ascertained the widows that we are going to assist. So when Advocate Madonsela delivered her Memorial Lecture, she actually said for people to heal and reconcile, we need to seek justice. And if it means that we partner with her institution, the Center for Social Justice, to do that, she's willing to lay a hand. In fact, as quick as the beginning of this week, we will be starting those conversations with the various stakeholders, including the widows, on what should justice look like and what can we do and what can't we do. So the company is willing to put resources behind assisting, again, all the widows to get justice. We're talking about 44 widows here.
Does that include, Sibanye, supporting the legal bids that those in Marikana may want to wage, especially against the state, given the fact that the greatest form of injustice that they spoke about, and you touched on this, has been the fact that to date nobody has been arrested or prosecuted for especially the killings that took place on the 16th?
There's been various stakeholders that have been undermined in Marikana, and our commitment is we will assist to seek administrative, social, and criminal justice if needed. And this also, remember, would include assisting the Bapoba Mukhale community as well in all their legal issues. So we do think that for Marikana to heal, we need to open a leaf that talks about the total ecosystem around Marikana, and I think that remains our commitment.